What is happening, Magnusites? Let's check out this reveal trailer for the PS5. Plus, we have a technical presentation that I actually want to check out. Let's do this. The next leap in console gaming. Looks just like that picture. Enhanced with PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. High frame rates. Oh, 120 up to 120, okay. Advanced ray tracing. The PS5 Pro Witness Play Unleashed. Okay. How much is it? No matter anyway, it's going to be a business write-off for me. But let's see now. Let's see the next video, which is the technical presentation. Let me see here. All right. Let's check this out.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny.
Hello.
I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
He looks like Dana Carvey with that hairstyle and everything.
When
The color.
PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore.
We wanted that game.
Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited. Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are.
Every time I hear Tempest,
Finally,
I think
the DualSense
Magnetic
controller has haptics
Tempest.
that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players.
Why can't we just have it all?
Emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering.
The
These
best
modes will also
graphics
have
at 60
enhanced
frames.
detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run 60 frames per second. Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time.
Yep.
Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses.
Okay.
The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
Okay.
Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning.
Heard someone say
and
it ain't
an
real
AI
ray
library
tracing.
called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short.
Or
PSSR
real
analyzes the
4K?
game images pixel by pixel.
It was
and
something like
add
that. It
an
was one of the two. I
extraordinary
think it was
amount of
4K.
detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games.
They're saying it'll take some 1080p and upscale it.
Support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier. This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles,
Boom.
including Marvel's Spider-Man 2
It's that clip they kept showing.
and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus performance mode on PS5.
How about load times?
Target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene.
Because most of us
including
ain't gonna
the
notice
trees and
anyway.
procedural cars.
Most of us ain't gonna notice that.
So overall,
But-
some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics, or
I want to
smooth
see load times improve.
This is the Big 3 showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects,
That looks really good right there.
as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
I don't think I'm even watching this in 4K, am I?
Good enough for me.
1080p 60.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray trace reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better
Look at that
reflection
floor.
and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
Feels like such a political commercial on that part. To the PS5 family. The PlayStation 5 Pro. Uh-oh. Looking super duper crisp.
It'll be worth it.
Hey, hey, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. PS5 Pro. Family. Yeah. That game. Alan Wake 2's trash. Knew it. Knew it. Well, here's the thing. All y'all run out and buy these iPhones and buy these Androids as $1,000 or more. Y'all can save money for that. Y'all can save money for this. It is what it is. The console price does not bother me at all. And if I was not making great money being a YouTuber, it still wouldn't bother me. You know why? Because I just sit there and just look at the common sense of it. Like, you know, I'm just like, look how much phones cost. Like, just, yeah, okay. Phone, your games, yeah. Look how much these giant, these gaming PCs cost. You know what I mean? Like, look how much they cost. And if you want a really good one, look how much they cost. I personally think this one was that I have like 4 or 5 G's right here. This one right here, I think. So, come on now. Like, really? That's fine. I'm okay with it. I know there's been a thing where they basically, you know, they make the money off the bat. They lose money on consoles because they want to sell a lot, and you need to make it affordable. You can't be selling no damn $1,000 console, but it looks like it's going to get there sooner or later now. You know, but the games are priced in a specific way so that they can make the money back from what they lose on the consoles. So it is what it is. I'll be getting it. See you soon for that unboxing. 10 million subscribers. Woo!